Le damos la más cordial bienvenida al Club Cartaginés y a Jocoro FC para el encuentro de esta noche de Copa Centroamericana de Concacaf.
Building you up to first kick here tonight, Estadio Fello Meza in Cartago, Costa Rica. It's Jocoro and Cartaginés in this Group A match, the 2023 CONCACAF Central American Cup. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. A big one tonight for both of these sides. Jocoro trying to end this competition on top, but Pablo Wanchope puts out this lineup for Cartaginés. It is 5 changes from last week's 1-0 win at Copa Imperial. It includes a change in goal. Kevin Briseño will come into the lineup. Daryl Parker not in the 18 here tonight for the Costa Rican side. A look at our officials tonight. Pierre-Luc Lausière of Canada will be the man in the middle. Nima Sagafi of the United States will be tonight's 4th official. And of course, the 2 captains, Marcel Hernandez of Cartaginés, Junior Padilla of Jocoro. As we take a look at Alberto Castillo's starting 11 tonight for Jocoro. 3 changes into the lineup. The talisman, Luis Acuna, not in the lineup tonight and not on the bench. This lineup also features a change in goal. It'll be Danilo Hoya on the bench, and getting the start for the 3rd time in this competition, it'll be Oscar Sanchez from the start here today. Came out of the game against Saprissa, and last week it was Hoya who got the start in goal, but this week it is Sanchez back in his starting role. This is the 4th and final match for Jocoro as they come on the roads here to Costa Rica. And we'll see what they can provide in terms of going out of this competition tonight. This will be their final 90 minutes. Can they end it on a high note? Grab 3 points. As for this Cartaginés side, they are right in the midst of their domestic season. And you know, Pablo Wanchope will want to continue his team's good form coming into play here tonight. And with that, we are just about set to go. Jocoro in white, in the blue and red. It is Cartaginés as we get things underway under floodlights tonight from Cartago, Costa Rica. Thanks so much for being with us. The 2023 CONCACAF Central American Cup. Well, the last few games for Jocoro have not quite gone according to plan. Conceded 4 goals in each of those 3 games. Now, last week against Universitario, it was some late goals that really got them into trouble. 4 goals in the final 18 minutes of that game. Jocoro scored the first goal in the 53rd minute by Herman, but they were not able to find a result out of that game. They did, however, start their domestic league season, and unfortunately they also conceded 4 goals in that game as well, losing 4-2 to Firpo. It was Argueta and Herman getting on the score sheet, though, for Jocoro. As for Cartaginés, they have played 7 games so far this season in all competitions. They have won 4, they have lost 2, they have drawn 1. There are 2 losses, though, to the same team in Saprissa. It was a 1-0 loss to open up this competition a few weeks back, and then over the weekend, they played in their domestic league, the Primera División here in Costa Rica, and ended up losing that one as well by a score of 2-1. It was Alan Guevara, though, who was able to get his name on the score sheet. Did score the first goal, but weren't able to get anything after that, conceding 2 more. Alawan Chop, of course, very experienced player in his own right. A lot of time in England, Derby County, West Ham United, Manchester City. His second stint, though, as manager of this Cartaginés side. His first stint started in 2018, and he was named coach last year. He came back to the club. It's a giveaway. Guevara picks it up. Cartaginés looking to attack here early on. Tough angle here for the shot as Sanchez comes off his line. He's able to hold on to this one. Stoppage here. Ball played through, made it a very tough angle there for the shot. Sanchez, though, doing well. Mikel Venegas, the one who is trying to walk off a bit of a knock here. Jocoro has mostly been a team to sit back and look to counter, although last week against Universitario, they were on the ball much more than they have been in their previous 2 matches. They created quite a few opportunities. They scored the first goal. That man there, Juan Argueta, no goals for him so far in this competition. And he is coming off a big season last year in which he scored 18 in the domestic league. He found himself in some great scoring chances last week against Universitario, just not able to put one in the back of the net as of yet. Tomorrow's match in this group will feature Universitario taking on Saprissa. Currently, the top 2 teams in this Group A. There are 2 teams sitting on 4 points. Copa Imperial and Universitario. This is out for another throw-in. Copa Imperial, the team that gets the week off this week before getting back after it next week. Long throw. Here's Venegas. Smith. Patience shown here in the early going from Cartaginés. Here's Douglas Lopez. He was the one to score the goal against Coban Imperial last week. Going on the road, getting the job done. Trying to switch the point of attack, Venegas. Dealing with Argueta, this touch out of play, and it's the game's first corner kick. Comes for the home side tonight. Gets more of an attacking player, but his defensive responsibilities well. Referee just stopping play here. Now Lopez ready to deliver the corner kick. Bouncing this one in. Didn't get the initial flick he was hoping for. And Jocoro not able to keep the ball. We'll see Mark Pemberton. Smith splits the double team. Jocoro player going down as play continues on. Here's Aubrey David to the end line. Looking to cut this back. It deflected off of him and stayed in play. Jocoro looked to play out here. Smith through the middle. Trying to connect with Marcel Hernandez. Just a bit too much there from the Cuban. And a foul. Free kick will go the way of Jocoro. Just jostling for position. And there you saw that stray arm from Smith. Catching Juan Argueta. Herman, the big number 9, has already scored a couple of goals in his first 2 Jocoro appearances. Scored on his debut last week against Universitario. It's the start again here today. It'll be that hold-up number 9. Pemberton couldn't keep it in play. And foul will go against Cartaginés. Nothing doing there on the set piece. Runs all the way through for Kevin Briseño. His 3rd season with Cartaginés after spending 6 years with Saprissa. 31-year-old with 1 Costa Rican cap to his name. For that switch of play yet again. It's a big part of their game plan against Saprissa a few weeks back. This is moved out wide. Hesitation, and now able to get the cross away. So head of the way, Wilson Rugama will concede a corner kick for Cartaginés. Once again, it's Douglas Lopez who will stand over it. And play this towards the top of the area. In-swinger spilled in front, and it's tapped home. That's the opener for Marcel Hernandez. Just putting a ball in a dangerous area, and Cartaginés is on the board first. Something to celebrate for the crown here tonight. Los Azules on the board first. If you're Oscar Sanchez, you have to do better than that. Parried it right back into the path of Marcel Hernandez, who was able to pounce on it. Redirected off his knee. And then it was unfortunately thumped home after that by Carlos Arevalo. See how this pitch is wet, and maybe that played into the spill from the goalkeeper. Marcel Hernandez made no doubts about it. That was headed towards goal, and that is his goal, regardless of who touched it last. This one skips out of play. Paulo Wanchope, that no doubt will take off a little bit of the pressure and the edge tonight coming into this game. Knowing you have to get 3 points just to keep pace with everybody else in this group. Not wanting to have to go into that final match day needing a big result or needing help from other teams. Try to get the job done themselves if they can. And here they come again, Cartaginés. Into the middle, as this one bounces into the arms of Sanchez. It was Douglas Lopez, once again from distance. Floated forward again. Argueta sends a hopeful ball into the box. Second ball loose, and eventually Jocoro get to it. Shot from distance. That was nothing to test Kevin Briseño. Captain Junior Padilla trying his luck. Broken up in the middle, appeal for handball, and the referee does spot it. Interesting to see how this Jocoro side will get on tonight without their number 10. Luis Acuna, the 34-year-old Argentine, very experienced player. He's stood over almost every set piece in this competition for Jocoro. Tonight they will have to do without him. Turned over. Cartaginés looking upfield and quickly. Do get Jocoro, though, the return of Herbert Sosa, will be on the bench tonight. Missed last game due to yellow card accumulation. He picked up 2 in the first 3 matches. Pardon me, 2 in the first 2 matches. Couldn't play in the third. This broken up. Rugama. Jocoro will slow things down. Rivalo going to play this in behind. Collected all the way back to Briseño. He has to be quick, and he clears it away. Cartaginés pick up the second ball. Trying to go quick through the middle. He was broken up. Now it's Pemberton. Smith on the overlap. Pemberton tries to lay it off. And Jocoro able to keep it. Herman. Push from behind. Kevin Espinosa, guilty party. Another look here. Right through the back of Herman. Big target striker. This one will send Fuentes for a run. Flipped along by Ventura. Herman goes to ground yet again. Arevalo again playing it down the line, looking for Argueta. How to play another throw in here for Jocoro. Argueta looks to cut this in, lays it off for Ventura. Ventura, deflected shot and collected in by Briseño. Some pressure here. Cartaginés playing with fire as they look to play out, but it ends up okay in the end. Pemberton. And Lopez. Third ever appearance in a CONCACAF competition for Cartaginés. Last year in CONCACAF League, losing 4-0 over 2 legs against Real España. And then you go back to 2013-14 in Champions Cup. Went 1-2-1, their only win in that group stage over Merapan. Trying to chase this down is Venegas. He'll keep it in. Lopez lifts the cross in. Hernandez able to get a touch to it. Hernandez trying to cut it back. Argueta now to play it out. Rugama off to the far side. One Argueta back on it as Jocoro looked to come forward. Argueta plays it in behind Herman. Herman just puts it across the face of goal. Arevalo nowhere close to it. Easy clearance here from Cartaginés. Long switch of play. Driven ball across, it never got to Pemberton. Snuffed out there by Elvis Claros. Driven ball in by Guevara, and it nearly came off, if not for a fine defensive stop. Argueta. Here's Ventura. Here's Ventura. Jocoro really having trouble progressing it down the field, running into this strong Cartaginés midfield. Padilla. Cartaginés putting some good pressure on. Sanchez just having to send it over the top. The second ball's picked up, and Jocoro can look upfield. Played the square ball for Ventura. That'll slow their progress. Again, patience. Lopez wins it back. Cartaginés quick to go upfield. Through ball by Venegas. Broken up, and now they go again. Guevara lifting this in. Claros, a diving header right back at Guevara. Guevara saved! The rebound off the post, it bounces in! And Venegas has found his second goal for Cartaginés. That is how quickly they can punish you. And they have done it for the second time today. All the bounces going the way of the home side. The header came right back where it came from. Guevara putting pressure on, but again, it was Sanchez parrying that back into a dangerous area, and for the second time, off a save from the goalkeeper, the rebound is scored. And this time, Mikel Venegas able to put it home. Right off the inside of the post. Great view there. And Venegas hugs all around. Venegas, who is starting his 5th season now with Cartaginés, has spent his whole career here in Costa Rica. 2 caps to his name as well for Los Ticos. Cartaginés now with a comfortable advantage here, just past the midway point of this first half. If you look at the live standings, it is the 2 Costa Rican sides that sit in the top 2 spots. The Universitario will take on Saprissa tomorrow. Remember, the top 2 teams in each of the 4 groups advance on to the quarterfinals. And this is going to be a yellow card shown. Murillo sent down, and Ventura into the book. Just catching him across the face.
Damas, caballeros, se informan, tarjeta amarilla, mostrando el número 5 del equipo de Jocoro, Ventura, al minuto 24.
Broken up on the far side. Jocoro said coming into this match they've already been eliminated from advancing through. Trying to put in a good performance, maybe get them going in their domestic league as Sanchez has to dance on the ball. And now trying to get out of trouble. They do find the outlet though with Arevalo. Lift this in behind. Argueta couldn't get it cleanly. Now trying to win it back in a good position. Finally, it's put out of play. Good skill there by Sanchez, getting himself out of trouble. Argueta sending this one in. dropped off. Padilla. Arevalo lofting this forward. Again, it's headed away. Lopez. And now here's Smith. Lopez has it in space. Cartaginés content just to slow things down. Cartaginés has struggled to score goals at times this year. You take away one match against Municipal Grecia. They won that one 4-3. Aside from that, they'd only scored one goal in all the rest of their matches. Tonight, just their second match. They've been able to put multiple goals up on the board, and they've done it here in the early going. It's turned over again. Lofted forward again, it's headed away. Arevalo hounded here by Hernandez. Thrown will go way of Cartaginés. Played out wide. Smith trying to get it back. Smith bouncing it forward. David on the chase. And a foul as David tumbles down. Here's Smith. Play it right through the middle. It's a foul against Hernandez. Coming from behind. Captain conversation with the referee. He has the explanation. This bounces through. Argueta's onto it. Argueta. Tough angle on the shot. Didn't get much power behind it. Straightforward there for Kevin Briseño. Pemberton. Again, the switch of play. Aubrey David. Galindo there defensively. David cuts it back. Lopez was calling for it. He was in space. He'll get it now. Lopez looked like he slipped as this one bounces wide. May have taken a touch out of play. It did. It's a corner kick. This wet field has caused quite a few players some trouble with their footing. See just a slight touch there by Sanchez. It's Lopez who will come over and take this yet again. Third corner kick tonight for Cartaginés, passing the half-hour mark. Good depth on this to the back post. The timing, though, is not quite there as it caroms out of play. chest of Hernandez, and now Pemberton. Smith coming forward, Pemberton. He'll get it right back. Try a half-hearted attempt there for a shot. Didn't quite come off as he had hoped, and a wry smile on his face. Not able to get onto it. Can now for a moment at least. And Rugama committing a foul. And another stray arm, this time catching Lopez. Lopez having to chase after this, goes to ground. Can't keep it, he catches the player. That'll have him into the book. No question about it there. Douglas Lopez is his name taken. Late challenge, clumsy there from the 24-year-olds. Great first touch. Can they keep it? Arevalo running through. A lot of standing water on the pitch, but he kept it in play just barely. Arevalo sending this in. Bouncing out for a corner kick. First corner of the match for Jocoro. Jaime Ortiz, the one to stand over it. In swinger, he's headed away. Ibarra to track it down. And now Aubrey David. Pass off the mark, and Herman very frustrated. Won't stop Cartaginés from coming forward yet again. Venegas trying to roll this in front. It's loose in that 6-yard box, and it did come off a hand. It's a bit awkward in there as the ball just stopped, and it's because it came off the hand of Nosimar Pemberton. Great idea on the ball, though, coming forward. You can see the reason why it then fell to Pemberton was because he did play it off his hand. Free kick for Jocoro. Loading this forward, Smith on the chase. Valdo forced to play it. Knocked out of play yet again. Throw into Jocoro. Top again, Argueta thought he was pushed, but Herman picks it up. And with his back to goal yet again, draws the foul. Ventura couldn't keep it, and here's David for Cartaginés. Comes all the way through for Smith. 3-on-2 for Cartaginés. Smith! Saved by Sanchez. And Arevalo will get this away. Well, there were options either side, but you can't be too unhappy with either of his teammates for taking that on. It was a good effort and forced to save out of the goalkeeper. Smith. Back for Lopez. Hernandez. Rio moves it along. David for Guevara. Smith. Amberton putting some pressure on here. Jocoro having trouble getting this out. Here's Ortiz. Lets it run down the line, and there's space. If this comes off, Arqueta has to let it run through. Ventura making the run through the middle. This one dropped off. Ventura was in an offside position as Rugama couldn't connect. That is the type of counterattack that Jocoro is looking for. It's also what they're looking for out of their goalkeeper. Strong stop there. David. Smith tries to split the double team. The referee will bring this back for a free kick, trying to play advantage. Cartaginés of a free kick on the near touchline. Played in short. Smith. They keep it on the floor. Ventura comes away with it. Maybe a chance to break yet again for Jocoro. Smith, again, looking for that switch of play. Murillo for David. Hernandez. Cartaginés couldn't keep it. Herman was the target, and it was broken up. Cartaginés advantage being played here. Comes off, Hernandez. 5 minutes to go in this first half. Lopez. Guevara finds himself on the near side now. Slide that in. Guevara is saying, let's go over the top next time. Arevalo. And Herman. Herman able to progress. Not before a well-timed challenge breaks it up. Venegas skips away from one. Lays it off for Hernandez, tried to get the return. Venegas thought he was fouled, but no whistle from the referee. Gets up, long cross, it took a deflection on the way in. Miscued initially. Espinosa, though, gets it away as far as David. Guevara, the switch of play. David. Venegas for Hernandez. Hernandez touched over the bar. A fine stop from Oscar Sanchez. Corner kick, Cartaginés. Well struck there by Hernandez. A little bit too much down the middle. To pick out a corner there, trying to get it away from the goalkeeper. Still to make a big stop to keep this one at 2-0. In-swinger is headed away. Drop to the far side. Guevara will serve again. Is this an offside trap? Looks like. Flag is up for offside. Jocoro get it just right. Flag up, no doubt about it there. Through the middle, Ventura. Good turn to find space. Runners forward here. Dropped off for Padilla. We'll switch the play. Ortiz. Losing ground there was Ortiz, and that allowed Cartaginés to get some bodies back behind the ball. That'll make the job much more difficult here for Jocoro, who have already struggled to create chances. Here's Ventura. Missed touch and a foul. That's the end of the threat. David. David gets the return. Last off of David, a throw in to Jocoro on the far side. To 1 minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. First half dominated by the home side. Hernandez in the 11th minute, Venegas in the 22nd minute. Both coming off saves from Oscar Sanchez that were parried right back into the path of respective goal scorers. It's been a tough go of it here in this half for Jocoro. Something they've been able to hang their hat on this season. Jocoro is their defense. So far, that's what they are doing here tonight, putting in another fine defensive performance. It's the strength of Cartaginés against the weakness of Jocoro, and it's been their ability to score goals. And the referee brings this first half to a close. Well, the home side getting the job done through 45 minutes. Couple of goals from two of their strikers. And it's Cartaginés with a 2-0 lead over Jocoro here at halftime.
Cartaginés 2, equipo Jocoro 0.
45 minutes of action tonight from Cartago, Costa Rica, Estadio Fello Meza. It's the site for Cartaginés and Jocoro, the final match of this 2023 CONCACAF Central American Cup for Jocoro. And for Cartaginés, they're hoping that they can go a little bit longer in this competition. They'll have one more game next week, of course, that is guaranteed. Beyond that, there is nothing guaranteed. But what is 3 points coming their way if things stay as they are going into this second half. It was a very positive first 45 minutes for Cartaginés. 2 goals in the 11th and the 22nd minutes, and it has them in the live standings on 6 points. And that would be good enough for second place before tomorrow's match between Universitario and Saprissa. Jocoro just trying to close out this competition on a high note. We'll have 45 minutes to try to correct this scoreline in their favor. Final words of encouragement from the captain, Marcel Hernandez. There's the whistle, and away we go. 45 more minutes tonight from Cartago. As Cartaginés looking to close out their second win in 3 matches in this group stage. As this is quickly played out wide. Venegas trying to float it back across. Hernandez up to try to keep it alive. Ventura able to cut this out. Venegas plays it in field, tries to get it back. Got a foot on it to keep it alive. And here's David. One area of the field has some standing water on it. Rained heavily earlier this evening. Made this field just a little slippery for a few players, as we've seen. It's also given Oscar Sanchez a bit of trouble. Ventura. Loaded ball forward, is headed away yet again, and Lopez collects. There's that long switch of play yet again from Smith, finding Venegas. Guevara. Rio moves it across for Lopez. Trying to slide that in behind. It's broken up, and free kick will go the way of Jocoro. Referee saying, just calm down a little bit. Foul there against Hernandez as he was jostling with Arevalo. It's blocked down. And nearly kept alive here for Cartaginés. Venegas for Hernandez. Hernandez! Deflecting wide, corner kick Cartaginés. The captain looking for his second goal of the game. Good work in tight quarters there from Marcel Hernandez. Enough white shirts able to get around the striker as the corner kick whipped in. Flick towards goal, and Sanchez is able to keep this out. Cheeky flick there from Marcel Hernandez, and he nearly had himself a second yet again. It had been a no-look flick. He put it on frame. Required saving as well. Vallo going to get on the end of it. Arqueta. This is moved out wide. Ortiz. Here's Ventura. And Galindo. Can Jocoro create here in this second half? Just 3 shots, although 2 of them were on target as this is whipped in. Herman lunging for it. Couldn't get on the end of it as it skips out of play. I'm gonna let this run through Venegas. He's been a crafty player tonight. Hernandez trying to return it. Venegas will track it down. The flag is up for offside. Herman lunging for it, but just too far out in front. Trying his luck from distance, and coming close there is Jaime Ortiz. Big couple of games upcoming for Cartaginés. They'll be at home for both of them. Coming up in the league, hosting Santos de Guapiles coming up on Friday, and then back here for Universitario. The Panamanian side will come here to Cartago as David wins a corner kick here for Cartaginés. That'll be a very important game. Cartaginés, they won't be able to clinch anything tonight, but they could clinch a spot next week in the quarterfinals. This one is floated in. Bounces out of play. Last off, a red and blue shirt. Depending on what happens tonight, tomorrow night between Universitario and Saprissa, it could be Universitario needing to get 3 points to jump Cartaginés, who may only need a draw depending on what Coban Imperial is able to do as well. They have the week off. Coban Imperial will be taking on Saprissa next week. It'll be a very difficult matchup against the Costa Rican Giants in Saprissa. stays in play. Pemberton. Was he fouled? No, he's the one doing the fouling. And a free kick to Jocoro. Cartaginés thought they had a free kick just outside the area. Not meant to be. Referee Pierre-Luc Lozier hearing it from the home faithful. I think that's what Jocoro is angry about, and in the end they do get the foul, but no yellow card assessed either. Play this through the lines. Comes away to Murillo. Another free kick. Here's Guevara. Guevara's cross cleared away as far as Lopez. Lopez, this is played in behind. And the flag will come up, offside. Oscar Sanchez, though, took some punishment. Nearly timing that to perfection, but Pemberton just a step too quick. Sanchez staying down here. There's been some changes at goalkeeper over the last few games for Jocoro as we see this again. He got the ball into his face games ago for Jocoro in the loss against Saprissa. Came out right around the 80th minute as the rain continues to fall here. It was Danilo Hoya who came on for the remainder of that one and then got the start and played all 90 minutes against Universitario last week. 21-year-old Hoya, but Sanchez getting the nod for his third start here tonight of this group stage. Hernandez, Venegas, and now Guevara. Gonna open up some passing lanes. Pemberton finally got the shot away. It was blocked. And then Murillo's effort over the bar. Sanchez sends it away. Oh, this broke it up. Guevara's onto it. Guevara, he might take it himself. Guevara scores! Big deflection, but Cartaginés have three. Cartaginés punishing the mistakes tonight of Jocoro. All 3 goals coming off Jocoro miscues. Guevara, just a willing runner, and he was going to take it for himself, and unfortunately for Oscar Sanchez, that deflection taking him the wrong way. Cartaginés has put pressure on this Jocoro side from the get-go tonight. And it has paid off for 3 goals. The crowd getting into it a bit more here in Cartago. Each of the 4 previous matches that Jocoro has played this month, they conceded 4 goals. Hoping to avoid that tonight, but Cartaginés, maybe they're hoping it's more than 4. Could come down to goal difference. So if you're Cartaginés, you really can't lay off here. Cartaginés has now equaled the goal difference of Universitario at +3. Both have scored 4 and conceded 1. Obviously, Cartaginés, though, with 2 more points. Hernandez sends it into the supporters group that just enjoying their time in the rain tonight. Junior Padilla. For Jocoro, runners-up in the 2022 domestic Apertura. It's their best ever top-flight finish. It's a team that was established in 1991, spent 2 years in the 3rd division before finally being promoted. And then in that 2nd division, they made the playoff promotion final 3 straight times, or 3 out of 4 times rather, 98, 99, and 2001. They lost each time. They finally gained promotion to the Primera División in 2017, and they're hoping to stick around, but results in this early season, only one of them going to their league form, but not a good sign for Alberto Castillo. Maybe a positive result, even if they don't get the win, but keep it close. Great opportunities could vault them into their domestic league, but doesn't look like it's coming unless they can put together a good final half hour, and they will bring on a sub here in a moment. It looks like Herbert Sosa will be the one coming on. Experienced El Salvador international. This runs out of play. Bit of a short bench tonight for Jocoro. 5 field players. It's a bit of a longer list for Cartaginés. This one floated forward. Sanchez is up. He spills it, but he's able to hold on to it in the end. Here's David. Skipping forward, getting away from Argueta. Lays this off. Fernandez trying to keep it moving. The unselfish play, it didn't come off. Argueta. It's taken away again by David. Played right through the middle. This time it's Elvis Claros who's able to get this out of harm's way. Paulo Wanchope has to be very pleased about his side's performance tonight. It'll be 2 subs coming on. Albert Sosa and Nelson Moreno. First one off will be Jaime Ortiz. There is Moreno coming on. Moreno is 4th season with the club. Recently making his first appearance in a CONCACAF competition. Time with the El Salvador under-20s in his youth national team days. He's 26 now. Sosa, 33 years old. 19 El Salvador caps, but none since 2018. Venegas trying to turn the corner, and it's put out of play. Hernandez, the target man. The in-swinger, flick to the back post, put back across and saved off the line. A heroic defensive play. And Jocoro keep this at just 3. The cross whipped in, David was there. And he puts it over the bar, and he's in a bit of disbelief as well. Another look at this, and we'll see the goal line clearance. It was flicked all the way to the back post. It was initially cleared there, or pardon me, saved by Sanchez. And then right place, right time for Carlos Arevalo. And that was the last chance by David. Just couldn't touch it on frame. Ball whipped in. Jocoro able to deal with this one. A bit more straightforward. Good vision on the pass. It's Argueta. Tries to cut it in. The return ball, Argueta takes him into the corner here. Cut back for Sosa. Sosa, he went down and does earn the foul. Just pulled down there from behind. And really the first attacking set piece of the night coming for Jocoro. Sosa ready to deliver. Sosa attempted a scorpion kick there, but that one nowhere near goal. Looking for the long ball over the top, and Guevara just couldn't collect it. It is a handball spotted against Argueta. Just a bit of a chicken wing there. About 20 minutes to go tonight from Cartago. This game has been in control of the home side Cartaginés pretty much from the get-go, and they're looking for more. It's a foul against Smith. And late sliding in and catching the Jocoro outside back. Again, one back. Pemberton, he gets upended, but play continues on. Hernandez. Guevara. Back for Hernandez, and now David. Quick passing here. And finally, Jocoro able to get it away. Argueta keeps it in play as he motors infield. Herman couldn't get onto it. Not a whole lot in this game for Herman, the big number 9. Subs preparing. Hernandez. Now, counter-attacking opportunity. Sosa. He was fouled yet again, and he has caused some trouble tonight since coming on. Free kick, Jocoro. And you can see he was clipped. Set piece opportunity as 2 subs are preparing to come on. Marcel Hernandez will be coming off for Justin Daly. Will also be Kenneth Cerdas coming on to replace Josimar Pemberton. Solid night from both players. Pemberton didn't quite end in a goal, but he was creating plenty in that attacking third. Hernandez, he was goal dangerous all night long. He did get one for himself. Cerdas coming on, the 27-year-olds. Second season here with the club. His second appearance in a CONCACAF competition. Has played for Malacateco in Guatemala. For Justin Daly, his first season with Cartaginés. Now a set piece opportunity for Jocoro. Herman standing around it as Kevin Briseño has a wall to construct. Looks like it'll consist of 5 players and somebody laying down underneath it as well. Mano run away, is put into space, big deflection, will take it wide. Something off the training ground there. Elvis Claros wasn't even in the picture. They came into it and fired a low strike that was blocked out for a corner. Now it's the captain's turn, Junior Padilla. Trying to keep this alive. And maybe an opportunity for a counterattack. And this is played in behind. Venegas is all alone. Venegas saved. The rebound, scored. It's a second for Alan Guevara. It is 4 tonight for Cartaginés. They are running away from the opposition. A dominating performance tonight at home from Cartaginés. A devastating counterattack. They tried to play offside. It didn't work out. And for a third time tonight, an Oscar Sanchez save parried right into the path of another oncoming Cartaginés attacker. And this time Guevara able to grab a brace. Thorough domination tonight. Guevara, who scored 9 goals in league play last season, already has 2 in this competition. And with 15 minutes to go, Cartaginés has matched that magic number of 4, in which Jocoro has given up 4 goals in now all 5 of their games. 4 in this competition and 1 to Firpo, the domestic league, their first match over the weekend. There's some things that need to be tweaked defensively, there's no doubt about it, for Jocoro. Throw will go quick. Sosa. Venegas. Tackled out of play. Throw into Cartaginés. Broken up yet again. Argueta on the chase. Just shouldered off the ball. Strong defensive play. When you come into a game like this, if you're Paulo Wanchope, you know what the other teams have done, and you want to equal that or even surpass it. You want to be the team that is not able to put up the big numbers. You got to keep pace with those other teams, and unfortunately for Jocoro, they've been that team in this Group A. Oh, quick passing, but finally it was blocked down. And with this result tonight, Cartaginés putting themselves in a great position to advance. Obviously, Coban Imperial and Universitario will have something to say. Saprissa, they look like they're in the driver's seat for the top spot in this group. Still have a possibility of 12 points. On the turn, the cross comes all the way through. Guevara brought it down. Here's David. Guevara's on a hat trick watch now. With about 12 minutes to go. And 2 subs preparing to come on. Isaac Paris and Fred Cedeno Alvarado. There will be no hat trick tonight. Alan Guevara, the first man off. will be Nico Venegas, the second one off. Third and fourth subs of the night for Cartaginés. Harris, the 20-year-old, will make his CONCACAF debut tonight. Same goes for Daniel Alvarado, who's in his second season with the club. Ibarra and Venegas, two strong performers, and a chance for Paulo Wanchope to get some fresh legs on and maybe take a few minutes off the legs of some of his regular starters going into another busy week. Game on Friday and then a game next Tuesday, but both will be at home. Able to manage the minutes a little bit easier. Cerdas and David. David's cross. Diving header to get it away. Here's Smith. So Daniel Alvarado lays it off. Chance to hit this from distance, blocked down. David all the way to the end line. He won't get there. 80 minutes gone, the outside back though, still a very willing runner. Turn ball off the mark, looking for Daly. Is there anything in this game for Jocoro? Herman. Ventura steps away from one. David there to shut down any sort of through ball. Way back to Briseño. It's been a pretty quiet second half for Briseño. Play this in behind. Flag would have come up on Cerdas. Rain continuing to fall tonight in Cartago. And another sub, looks to be the final one coming for Cartaginés as well. Diego Sanchez readying. Maybe a chance to counter here for Jocoro. Arqueta, and here's Herman. Back for Ventura. Arqueta can line it up. Arqueta, it's saved. He gets to the rebound, but wasn't on it for long. Espinosa clears. Here's Daly. Daly cutting it in fields. Finally lays it off. Slipped in behind. Murillo. Murillo lining one up. Murillo! Just wide. At this point in the game, why not have a hit from there? And it wasn't a bad effort either And the full attention there of Oscar Sanchez. Just whizzes by the post. Aubrey David is the one coming off. And it is Diego Sanchez who comes on. That is the final sub of the game for Cartaginés. It will also be Alan Benitez, the young 19-year-olds who will come on in his CONCACAF debut a few weeks back. The United States-born Benitez from just north of Miami in Broward County. And it is Juan Argueta whose night has come to a close. No goals for Argueta in this competition. Here's Smith. Weaving through, received a bump, and a free kick is given. A youngster, 21 years of age, freed Cedeno Alvarado. Oscar Sanchez has to organize a wall in front of his goal. Going to be Lopez to stand over this. He's walking away from it. Kenneth Cerdas is the one who will strike, and it deflects off the top of the crossbar. Corner kick coming. Big deflection as well. Had Sanchez caught out. That was knuckling towards goal, and that was dipping very quickly. Sanchez, he's lucky it bounced off the top of the crossbar as the rain continues to teem down here. Corner kick comes in, whipped across, and headed out of play. Goal kick. Smith moves it out wide. Now space to attack into. Loose ball, and now the whistle comes. Another set piece coming for Cartaginés. Cerdas was the one that hit it from a similar distance a moment ago. This time, though, looks like it is Jordan Smith who I think wants to try his luck, and why not? The right back stepping up. Bit of a different angle on this one. Four-man wall for Jocoro. Jordan Smith goes low and wide. Went right under the wall. Good effort there. And again, a near miss. This will be a good look just how close. Here's Fuentes. Long run for Benitez. Final few minutes ticking away. Loaded forward. Claro's got up to push it clear. All the way back for Sanchez, who's hearing it from the crowd still. All the way back to Briseño. Lopez. Smith now bouncing this cross in. Sanchez is there to collect. Find out how much stoppage time we have in just moments. What we do know is Cartaginés is going to get a dominating victory tonight. Here's Murillo. We're into 2 minutes of stoppage time. Here's Sosa and Benitez. Is there something in this game late for Jocoro? They'll be bowing out of this competition. 4 games, 4 losses, just 2 goals. Not exactly how they had planned their debut in CONCACAF competition. 2 goals scored, 16 conceded, 4 in each game. Still great experience for so many of these players that made their debuts in a CONCACAF competition. As Benitez is battling, he goes down, he loses out. Cartaginés get this away, 30 seconds to go. And this is in behind, and maybe a chance for a 5th. Daly, big save. Oscar Sanchez keeps it out. Another ball floated forward. Sanchez punches it away. The follow-up is off the post, and then it's tapped in. The final touch of the game is Yostin Daly's goal, and it's 5 for Cartaginés. Right up until the very end, Cartaginés putting the pressure on. He was battling for it. The shot from distance came off the post. Daly was just standing there. That's the easiest goal he'll ever score. Could not have been more convenient for him to just tap that one in. It is full time here from Cartago, a dominating performance. Still 1 more game in the group stage to go for Cartaginés. It'll be against Universitario next week. That is it for Jocoro, their final game, and they are eliminated. The final score tonight, from Cartago, Costa Rica, it reads Cartaginés 5, Jocoro 0.